Hello, this is PG. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Dragon Quest Builders. It's on PC and all major consoles. Dragon Quest Builders is a survival building sandbox adventure game developed by Square Enix. You play as a builder who is tasked with helping the locals of a strange world rebuild their homes. Okay, gameplay. Well, it's marketed as an action adventure game, but it's actually more like a survival crafting building game. The core loop involves you exploring the game world, hoovering up all the sorts of resources and using those resources to make tools, weapons or build things at your home. And most building comes at the request of the people in the game world. Occasionally a person will ask you to make them a room. So you'll build some walls, you'll add a door, place some furniture or key items to ensure that the room meets their requirement. Your base will level up over time as you make more rooms, add cool items to these rooms. And I would say though that the process at first, it's quite sweet and endearing, but in time it does become a bit of an admin bore. But the only way to progress is to build, and to do so you need ever more resources. And I do, like I said before, I do find it odd that the game is never actually referred to as a survival game, because that's exactly what this is. You've got to eat periodically, you've got to gather resources, you've got to build and craft. It's survival game 101. Crafting, I'd say, it's dealt with at various stations you place at your home, but the building is probably the most enjoyable part of the game. At first your home is a complete dump, but eventually you'll have fancy places, rooms, cool features, defensive walls, plants, vegetables, trees, etc. The only other thing to mention is the combat, but it is basic stuff. It's more like Lego combat than anything else. And the chapters are split between these large enemy wave attacks, but they never felt very exciting or like interesting. They just felt like something you had to do. Tick that box, you know. What else can I say? Well, you can use portals to travel across the game world. Most of the world is destructible if you've got a decent enough hammer. And one issue I did find with the game was the lack of status on your missions. Like, it does make some of them obscure if you're not paying complete attention to the text. Visually, colourful, cute, Minecraft vibes with the sort of cube-based environment. The menus are easy to navigate. Didn't experience any visual problems necessarily. Sound, it's Dragon Quest, twee music and fun sound effects. Okay, verdict. Dragon Quest Builders is a wholesome, heartwarming and pleasant survival building game with a hint of adventure thrown in for good measure. It's simple at its core. Find resources, craft stuff, build stuff, make the people happy with nice rooms, and then have some really rubbish combat every now and again. You can play it at your own pace too, but to progress you do need to do the quite mundane tasks. But despite that grind, I found it to be quite enjoyable and it's pretty relaxing on the whole. I'd recommend it for anyone who wants a sort of chilled survival building type game. Scoring, I would give Dragon Quest Builders an 8 out of 10. That was the review. Thank you for watching. This is PG signing off. Cheers.